Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Sister Wives star Kody Brown owns most of the land in Coyote Pass, but his ex-wives Meri and Janelle Brown likely thought this was unjust. The Brown family's journey on reality TV began in 2010 when the network offered Kody and his 4 wives the opportunity to demonstrate their polygamous relationship to the public. The network's debut season of Sister Wives focused on Kody's new relationship with Robyn Brown and the lives of his 3 previous wives, Janelle, Meri, and Christine Brown. The fact that the season ended well showed that the Browns were on the right track. Regretfully, it became more obvious over time that Kody's polygamous relationships were problematic. He stopped seeing his previous wives and grew closer to Robyn, his 4th wife, which caused a great deal of family conflict. Meri, Janelle, and Christine also began to polygamy after becoming frustrated with Kody's constant disregard. The COVID-19 pandemic was a particularly trying time for the Browns, adding to the family's stress. It took courage for Christine to end a relationship with Kody and move on. Because of her decision, Kody lost Meri and Janelle in the next years. For a brief period, the polygamous family invested in businesses like My Sister Wife's Closet. The TLC star and his 4 wives also purchased the expansive 14-acre Coyote Pass property in 2018. Through a combination of loans and upfront payments, they spent $820,000 in the land so they could build homes, live near each other, and raise their family in one place. The parents of the family individually contributed to the acquisition of the land. The epidemic caused problems for the Brown family, which led to discussion concerning Coyote Pass. Meri and Janelle requested an equitable evaluation of their ownership rights and the property. However, Kody asserted that he was the legitimate owner of the land because he had paid for a significant portion of it himself. Kody divided the acreage among his wives, according to the documents, and Christine gave up her part when she left the family, leaving Kody with the majority of the land. Janelle also claims that Kody managed the family's finances, which is why she believes he took out a loan to purchase the house. Kody initially consented to split the Coyote Pass property, assigning a piece of land to each wife, and using the 5th as a meeting spot. However, Kody became conceited and took the majority of the land for himself after the family broke up. According to court paperwork that In Touch was able to collect, Kody is the joint owner of all 5 of the land lots. He and Robyn own the first 3 plots, Meri, Janelle, and Kody own the 4th, and the last 2 own the 5th. Naturally, Meri was disappointed to receive such a short bit since she had been expecting a complete narrative. She expressed her annoyance to the cameras by saying, "I'm still part of the family, and I still financially put into it." She went on to say that she is more deserving of the land than Kody has decided she is. Kody, Janelle, and Meri are ready to get into a heated legal dispute over the Coyote Pass property. Kody's ex-wives want to hire lawyers for various reasons, but all have the same objective. They think Kody will be compelled to act justly if he receives legal aid. Meri feels that her share is insufficient. She believes Kody is handing her the smallest portion of the family's wealth because of their rocky relationship and the fact that they only have 1 child together. In an attempt to preserve her share of the land, Janelle is considering seeking legal assistance. She believes her ex-husband isn't taking the potential sale of Coyote Pass seriously, so she wants to put pressure on him to act swiftly. Janelle also wants to ensure transparency in the proceedings since she doesn't want to be at a disadvantage and thinks it would be wise to have legal representation. Finding out that Meri and Janelle have joined forces to sue Kody is unexpected. It will be fascinating to see if they can maximize the Coyote Pass with legal assistance. In light of all the evidence at hand, Meri and Janelle will make an effort to convince Kody to divide the Coyote Pass property equitably. Therefore, he may still win overall and keep the majority of the property. Despite their wish for a better outcome, Janelle and Meri don't seem to have any concrete evidence to support their claims that they were involved in the purchase of the Coyote Pass property. In the interim, Kody has made sure that his name is on all documents and that he has receipts to support his ownership. Even though Janelle might still be able to realize her ambition, Meri will have a hard time proving that she deserves a bigger portion of the land. Meri appears to have contributed the least and owned the least amount of Coyote Pass land. Therefore, it is hardly surprising that Kody gave her only 2 acres. Meri might suffer if she goes into a court battle, even if she believes she deserves more. The Sister Wives actress may find it easier to claim the 2 acres that Kody gave her following their official divorce in September 2014. After divorcing her polygamous spouse, Sister Wives Season 19 actress Meri Brown was left alone, but she has a great support system. When the 53-year-old single mother left her 32-year marriage in 2022, many believed she had wilted. She never wanted a divorce and worked hard to keep the marriage together. She stayed with Kody Brown long after he had given up on her. When the marriage dissolved, I worried that Meri would be depressed and alone. I'm happy to report that I was wrong. Meri was Kody's first wife, however she came across as alone on an island most of the time. Kody eventually had 18 children, whereas Meri only had 1. Compared to her Sister Wives co-stars, who were always surrounded by their many children, Meri frequently seemed more alone. After her child grew up and left home, Meri spent a lot of time with Kody and his family, including Robin Brown, his 4th wife. After the divorce, Meri was completely cut off from the family. I was concerned that Meri could be lonely, yet she seems to be happier than ever. Meri was not the first of Kody's spouses to depart the marriage. The legitimate recipient of that dubious honor is 52-year-old Christine Brown. Kody has 6 children with Christine, his 3rd wife. Although she was raised in a polygamous family, she struggled to lead the same lifestyle. She was the most jealous of Kody's wives and hated to share him with other women. She especially hated sharing Kody with Robin, whom many thought he preferred. When Christine left, 55-year-old Janelle Brown followed her out the door. Meri was the first wife to come and the last to leave. Even though Kody had temporarily left her, Meri never wavered in her support of him. Kody told Meri he was no longer interested in her, but Meri didn't give up. She was a strong supporter of several marriages as a religious precept. She even introduced Robin to Kody and encouraged him to go after her. Meri's decision to bring Robin into the marriage was something that Christine and Janelle would never be able to forgive. Meri was the only one to embrace Robin and stay by her even after Kody rejected her. Following Christine and Janelle's separation from Kody, the family was informally split into 2 rival factions. Janelle and Christine were on one side and Kody, Robin, and Meri were on the other. The separation separated Meri from Janelle, Christine, and all of their children. When Meri chose to enter a relationship with Kody and cut all contact with Janelle and Christine, she was left on her own. After she stopped seeing any of the Browns, Meri was left to rely mostly on her friends because her only child resided far away. Finally, Kody and Meri bid one another farewell in a cordial manner during Sister Wives Season 6. Many disappointments were experienced, and many things were resolved. There wasn't much more to say, therefore. At long last, Meri had accepted that she had to fight so hard to maintain her marriage. Kody helped Meri leave Arizona, where they were residing, after the family broke up. Christine had already moved to Utah with her new husband, and Janelle had gone to North Carolina. Now that she was married to Kody, Meri didn't need to stay in Nevada. Compared to her fellow sister wives, Meri is surrounded by less kids. I assumed she would be by herself. After being separated from the rest of her family, Meri was forced to rely on her friends, especially Jen Sullivan. Since the outbreak, Meri and Jen have been recording Fridays with friends to post on social media. Meri and Jen were posting together on Instagram as recently as a few days ago. Family is important, but the family we pick frequently has the biggest influence. Over time, Meri invested in her friendships. During her first few holidays as a single lady, she even surrounded herself with her loyal social circle. These days, Meri has a fantastic group of loyal friends. Meri posted a video of herself having fun while on holiday in Cancun. It shows Meri and her friends practicing and doing a coordinated dance performance to the hit song, Baby Shark. The video went viral. Meri's photo has the caption, "Sunshine, Friends, and Cancun, a perfect combination for a quick getaway." It seemed to be a pleasant excursion. Even though I was worried about what might happen to Meri after her divorce from Kody Brown, Seeing her on vacation in Cancun made me reevaluate her situation. Perhaps the sister wives star is relieved, but I thought she would miss having a big family. Meri can now focus on herself instead of Kody, his 4 wives, and his 18 children. Even while Meri most likely misses having fun with the Browns, she is more likely to have fun with her friends these days. The Sister Wives actress has created an enticing offer to increase reservations after the introduction of Christine Brown and David Woolley's new Airbnb. Their marital status has been the subject of much speculation. Following their wedding, Sister Wives Season 19 returned to see how their engagement and love developed. Their critics tried to suggest that they were about to part ways. Despite this, Christine and David are doing everything they can to move on, including enjoying a nice vacation outside of Utah and Christine not feeling guilty about putting herself first following her breakup with Kody Brown. Christine just shared a fantastic opportunity for Sister Wives fans. She laughed, "We've decided to have a little bit of fun. A free cameo video from the reality TV star or a signed copy of her upcoming book, Sister Wife, A Tale of Faith, Family, and Finding Freedom, will be given to the first 25 guests who book a stay, at least 3 days, at her and David's Airbnb in Moab, Utah." According to Airbnb, the property has 3 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms. She will extend the same offer when Christine and David's Hurricane Airbnb becomes available. Christine's offer is a smart business decision because it encourages more people to book a stay at her and David's Airbnb. Since many Sister Wives fans are likely interested in staying at her rental, this gives them even more motivation to accept her exciting offer. Nobody really knows, but it's possible that she hasn't gotten many reservations for the Moab house, so she's creating this incentive to ensure the success of her business endeavor. Anyway, she was right to do it. The condition of Christine and David's relationship has been the subject of much speculation over the last few months. Her own family members are among those who have questioned whether they moved too quickly. As a result, their recent disclosure that they are working together on an Airbnb project might prompt more questions. However, if anything, it shows that they are comfortable working together in a work environment and do not expect any problems that could interfere with their marriage or personal lives. Whether Christine wants the business to grow or these gifts are a gesture to thank her fans, it doesn't really matter why she is offering these incentives to schedule a stay at her Airbnb. She knows some Sister Wives viewers will immediately express disapproval. Since splitting from Kody, Christine has been doing well, falling in love with someone else, and establishing a lucrative career. This Airbnb is the next step to keep Christine's progress moving in the right manner. Sister Wives Kody owns the lion's share of Coyote Pass. Signs Meri and Janelle don't think that's fair. Will there be a court battle? Introduction. Kody's control over Coyote Pass, the real story behind the land dispute. In the world of Sister Wives, the Brown family has faced countless challenges over the years. Dramatic breakups, complicated relationships, and constant scrutiny. But one issue that has recently come to the forefront of their lives is the question of Coyote Pass, the land the Brown family purchased in hopes of creating their own separate homes. For years, fans have watched as Kody Brown's vision of polygamy and family harmony has collided with the personal desires of his wives. Now, it's becoming clear that the land, which was supposed to symbolize unity, has instead become a point of division, particularly with Kody's claim over the majority of it. Kody, as the head of the family, has taken control of the lion's share of Coyote Pass. But there's growing tension among the wives, particularly Meri and Janelle, who seem increasingly uncomfortable with Kody's dominance over the property. Will this issue lead to more than just a few heated arguments behind closed doors? Could the dispute over land ownership escalate into a full-fledged court battle? In this article, we'll dive deep into the intricacies of Kody's control over Coyote Pass, the simmering frustrations of Meri and Janelle, and whether this land dispute could signal the beginning of an even bigger rift in the Brown family. Chapter 1. The Story of Coyote Pass, From Dream to Reality. The Brown family's dream of creating a polygamous compound in Flagstaff, Arizona, seemed to hold promise for years. When they purchased Coyote Pass, they envisioned separate homes for each wife, a central place where their unique family structure could thrive. But things didn't go as smoothly as planned. The land, which was supposed to symbolize unity and a new chapter for the Browns, has instead become a source of tension. In this chapter, we'll explore how the Browns first purchased Coyote Pass, the plans they had for the property, and why it seemed like the perfect opportunity to build their future. We'll also look at the financial investment that went into the property and the roles that Kody and the wives played in making decisions about it. Chapter 2. Kody's Dominance. Why he controls the majority of Coyote Pass. It's no secret that Kody has been the patriarch of the Brown family, making many of the big decisions. But his control over Coyote Pass has raised questions. Why does Kody own the lion's share of the land, and how did this come about? Is this a reflection of Kody's strong leadership, or has he overstepped his bounds? This chapter will break down Kody's ownership of Coyote Pass, the legalities behind it, and the reasons he has taken the dominant role in the land's control. We'll explore whether Kody's claim to the land is fair or if it's a reflection of his tendency to take charge in situations where the wives have differing opinions. Chapter 3. Meri's Frustrations. How Kody's control over Coyote Pass affects their relationship. Meri Brown, the first wife of Kody, has often been portrayed as the one who struggles the most with Kody's treatment of her. In recent seasons of Sister Wives, viewers have seen Meri become increasingly isolated from Kody. This growing sense of detachment is now spilling over into her views on the family's property. Meri has made it clear that she feels sidelined in many aspects of her life within the Brown family. How does Kody's control of the majority of Coyote Pass contribute to her feelings of being pushed aside? Is this yet another indication that Meri is ready to move on from her role within the family, or is it just the tipping point in a long-standing emotional battle? In this chapter, we'll examine Meri's response to Kody's control over the land, her frustrations, and whether the property dispute is the final straw that could lead to a more significant breakdown in their relationship. Chapter 4. Janelle's Role. The Silent Observer, or a Growing Dissenter. Janelle Brown, Kody's second wife, has often been seen as the calm and level-headed member of the family. However, recent events suggest that she may not be as content with Kody's control over Coyote Pass as she has appeared. Janelle has been struggling with her own issues within the family dynamic, and the dispute over the land is adding fuel to the fire. What does Janelle think about Kody's ownership of the property? Could this land dispute be the catalyst for her to finally speak up and assert her own interests? In this chapter, we'll explore Janelle's role in the land dispute and how her frustrations with Kody may be building to a breaking point. We'll also investigate whether Janelle's thoughts about Coyote Pass could lead to significant changes in her relationship with Kody. Chapter 5. Robyn's Influence. How her relationship with Kody plays into the land dispute. While Kody's relationships with Meri and Janelle are becoming increasingly strained, Robyn Brown, Kody's fourth wife, has largely remained in Kody's favor, both personally and financially. Robyn has enjoyed a closer relationship with Kody and has more influence over family decisions than the other wives. Does Robyn have a say in the Coyote Pass dispute? Could her relationship with Kody be influencing the way the land is being divided? This chapter will take a deeper look at Robyn's role in the property dispute and whether her position in Kody's life has contributed to the increasing tension between him and his other wives. Chapter 6. The Brown family's finances. How much is Coyote Pass really worth? One of the key factors in the Coyote Pass dispute is the financial value of the land itself. How much money has been invested into the property, and who is truly responsible for paying the bills? With Kody's financial difficulties and the struggles of the Brown family to build homes on the land, this chapter will break down the financial aspects of the property and analyze whether Kody's control is truly justified. We'll also examine how the family's finances have been impacted by Coyote Pass and whether the land could play a major role in any future legal disputes. Chapter 7. The Possibility of a Court Battle. Will Meri and Janelle fight back? As tensions over the ownership of Coyote Pass continue to rise, fans are wondering if the dispute could escalate into a legal battle. If Meri and Janelle believe that Kody's control of the land is unfair, could they take him to court? What are the legal options available to them, and how likely is it that they will pursue this path? In this chapter, we'll explore the legal aspects of the Coyote Pass dispute, including the potential for a court battle. We'll examine the legal rights of the wives, how property ownership works in polygamous marriages, and whether the Brown family could end up fighting it out in court over the land. Chapter 8. The family's future. What does this land dispute mean for the Browns? The dispute over Coyote Pass could have far-reaching implications for the Brown family. Could this be the beginning of the end for the Sister Wives series as we know it? Will Kody's control over the land be a breaking point for his relationships with Meri and Janelle?